Kristen Zaitz, third place here at CIM, and a big breakthrough running 2:32. Take us through that race and kind of how it played out for you.
You know, I went out a little bit conservative, but I also knew I wanted to hit around 2:45 pace, or a little bit slower would be fine. I found a group of guys that were running around 2:30. You know, I kind of asked them, hey, what are you running? And they, you know, they're like, hey, 2:30, why don't you run with us? So I ran with them for probably 16 miles, maybe 17, and then I went to get a bottle and kind of lost distance with them. So I just tried to pick off people throughout the race that I could once I dropped off that pack. I mean, running with that pack, those 16 miles flew by. But then I just kind of worked my way up to people. You know, I saw Renee, and I saw, you know, guys in front of me. So that was kind of my goal after mile 16, 17, to just keep picking people off. I looked at my watch a bit, and, you know, if I looked down and saw 5:55, then I would pick it back up and try to get down to 5:45 again. So, you know, it was more, you know, just almost like a mental game with me, you know, especially when I was out there running by myself, just trying to pick people off. You know, it was like, how many people can I get?
Right.
So that was the race. You know, the last 2 miles I started to feel it, but at that point I kind of knew I had third. It was more now running against the clock and trying to break the 2:33 mark. So.
Now you're kind of a veteran of the marathon at this point. What was kind of behind this huge 5-minute breakthrough?
You know, we did change my training a little bit. I get more recovery, which has been huge, and I got my volume up pretty high to about 128 miles a week. That was my highest. I probably averaged 110. So the volume, I was aerobically really fit. We did a really good base phase before we jumped into marathon training, and then my mental, you know, I just changed my mental this go around. You know, I normally psych myself out before I even get to the start line, but you know, I knew I had done the training, I knew I was fit, and so I just had to, you know, believe in that and make it happen, and that's what I did today. So.
Now, how does this kind of change anything going forward now that you're at this point in your career? You've kind of achieved a pretty big standard here.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely changes what we would do. You know, my coach basically said if you run in the low 2:30s, you won't have to run another marathon for a bit or till the trials, and so I think I can kind of focus now on my speed and know that I have the A standard. I don't have to chase it again, and know that, you know, I can really focus on getting my time down and being a competitor at the trials. You know, it gives me a lot of confidence going forward in the marathon, and, you know, now I can just have fun with some shorter races and try to get some PRs in like the half and the 10K and just some, you know, shorter distances. Right. So. And
your weekend here in Sacramento, kind of take us through what it was like on the course and fans and all that.
The fans are always amazing. I mean, you go through parts where there's not as many people, but there's still the few people that there are, they're always cheering. And then, you know, just where there is a ton of crowd, it's amazing because they're just so loud. And, you know, that's why I've come back. This is my third year here, and I just, I love the atmosphere here, and it was great weather today. I mean, the last 2 years, I can't say the same thing. So it was perfect weather, and, you know, I took advantage of the opportunity I had today, and, you know, just believed in myself and made it happen. So yeah.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you so much.